Hi, this is Greg McCoach, editor of the Mining Speculator. I'm here in Vancouver, Canada at the January 2023 Metals Investor Forum. With me today for this interview is President and CEO Brian Fowler of Northstar Gold Corp. Brian, welcome to the interview.
Thank you.
Welcome to Vancouver.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, we're excited about things. We kind of feel an upbeat mode in the market after a long downhaul. A lot of malaise, which was frustrating, but I think we're getting ready to take off. So there's a lot going on with what you guys have planned for the year, and you're cashed up at this point. You got your permits. We're ready to do phase 3 drilling on the Miller property, and especially on the Allied zone, which is really what has us excited. So why don't you give us the update? You commissioned a exploration target study, right? And so why don't you explain that? And
certainly, 2022, we due to the market conditions and everything, we felt that it was just more prudent to catch our breath and just do the rudimentary resource estimate on the Allied Gold Zone. That was on 30 holes or 130 holes. We commissioned SRK Canada and Ronacher McKenzie Geosciences to undertake this study, and the idea was to basically model in detail all the drill hole results and for the Allied Cyanide Gold Zone, and then provide a range of estimates, tonnage and grade rate estimates to give us a better idea. And this would be a second party stating this instead of me saying what the grades could possibly be. So I think it was a very important undertaking, and we were pretty pleased with the results. SRK came up with a lower range of 250,000 ounces of gold at 1.4 grams per ton, and an upper range of 500,000 ounces, just over 2 grams per ton of gold. So, and this is near surface. This is just right, the Allied Zone mineralization is right on surface.
So we haven't even drilled for trying to find the source of that mineralization.
Yeah, we're about 250 meters down max, our deepest hole. So there's all kinds of upsides for sure. So that was very important, and the upsides that SRK did, there's still a lot of mineralized zones that weren't accounted for the upper estimation, including the northern half of the cyanide, which is we still have to drill. But so there's excellent expansion potential to the north as well. And also the last couple of holes we drilled in 2021 intersected some vertical structures that are copper bearing, and they're and disseminated sulfides in volcanics that are carrying significant gold values. So the grade is not confined to the cyanide, and it's particularly in the Allied Gold Zone. So these are very, very important implications.
Well, you're talking about size then.
That's right. That's right. So it can be a lot bigger, and the grade is there. The CG2 zone at 3 meters of 1% copper and 9.5 grams gold. So it's still significant. And this thing we did a downhole IP survey on select 2021 holes, and that hole and that zone just lights up. It's the strongest IP chargeability anomaly we have on the property, and it's outboard and it's west of the Allied cyanide. So we're really excited about that. So we're going to undertake. We're like I said, we're fully cashed up and ready to undertake a phase 3 expansion drill program. We've got 6 areas that we've selected on the Allied cyanide, CG2 being one of them.
Right.
And the idea will be just to drill them and just hold their breath or cross their fingers, and I'm sure we'll get some good results. And then once we've got that, then we can revisit the target study estimation and the upper end of things. And I'm very confident that we could substantially increased tons of grade.
And this isn't an area of infrastructure, right? You guys, that's where originally got my attention, is that I saw you in a high grade gold camp, really, that has all the infrastructure. So the odds are, if you make a discovery, everyone's going to be interested.
Absolutely. Our you couldn't get better road access.
Right.
There's a high power transmission line. There's railroad a line on the property. The access and logistics are
just tremendous.
Tremendous. it's very good.
Yeah. So I'm excited. So how many meters of drilling, being that you don't have to do really deep drilling, and your area, how many meters are you going to drill this year?
Since we've had the property, we've drilled 70 holes in about 15,000 meters, and in the last 2 years we drilled 50 holes in just under 10,000 meters. So and those there was two phases of drilling with that each year, 20 and 2021, we each had two separate drill campaigns.
Right.
So you just take a hit at it and then wait back, look at the results, and then regroup and then carry on. So we've been gradually increasing it. In 2021, we doubled the size of the Allied Gold Zone, which is currently 350 meters by 200 meters. And this year, our strategy is to kind of do the same. We're going to drill maybe 1,500 to 2,000 meters in a Phase 3A program. And like I said, we'll just strategically and take some significant step outs. Nothing really.
Yeah, we're pinpointing at this point.
Yeah.
We're not trying to get the initial discovery. We have the discovery. We're pinpointing where this thing goes in this direction, goes over here. Let's pinpoint that and build ounces.
Exactly. That's the strategy. So getting back to our overall strategy and with the logistics is that we're targeting a 1 million ounce plus gold resource.
Right.
And we feel that owing to our logistics and the nearby mining operations, that we don't need 3 million ounces. We don't need to find the amount of gold to support a standalone operation. So we think that's very, very important. I certainly believe that the property can host a standalone operation with sufficient drilling and whatnot, but we don't have that high hurdle of getting there. So I feel pretty confident about that.
Yeah, no, I think you guys are on your way. How's your share structure these days?
We've got about 75 million shares outstanding. We're 33% held by management and insiders, so we still got a good base.
Yeah.
So we took a hit with our last financing. We raised $1.4 million, closed in December. So the price wasn't ideal, but you're in the game and you've got to raise capital and you've got to go.
You got to do it. It's time to drill.
Yeah.
It looks like the gold market's going to favor us. I truly believe that we're heading for a new high in gold rather soon. Obviously, there's things going on behind the scenes that I think are going to start to come out in the public, and it's all going to be good for gold. So with that, Brian, anything else? Any last comments you want to make?
No, it's always a pleasure to talk Northstar with you, Greg.
Yeah.
I guess we just a couple of days ago we came out with a news release on our Milestone copper nickel cobalt property. It's on Temagami Lake, and it's along strike of the famous Temagami copper mine that produced 5 million tons of 6% copper. So it's really high grade. And on our Milestone property, we undertook a preliminary or like an early mapping and geological sampling program and a UAV mag survey. And it's the first time any detailed mag has been done on this. And it's a Gabbro hosted cobalt copper nickel system. Which is very, very interesting, and we got some pretty awesome results. So it's our flagship remains Miller, and it always will be. But it was nice. It was a nice
addition.
Nice addition.
Yeah, no, it's always good to add other properties like that. So we'll see where it all goes. But Brian, always a pleasure.
You bet. Thanks,
and we'll be watching closely. Call me anytime when you have updates. Okay.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.